Hello and welcome back to a new video. And welcome back to a new special video. You probably already heard it. The new update news has been released. Um, yeah, the new update is coming in probably the next days, hopefully, or this is what at least they say. Um, and yeah, thought I used the chance to make another garage tour because yeah, it has been a while since I've done one. I think the last one was back in October last year. So yeah, it's nearly a year, and I thought we should do another one because it's time again to give you an update on how my garage looks now. So without a lot of talking, I would say let's jump into this. Oh yeah, and of course, before we actually start, just make sure you have, like, I don't know, something to drink, some snacks. You sit relaxed and stuff because this could take a while. Um, I want to leave it under an hour, hopefully. So I wanna skip through a lot of cars which are not that interesting or special, so we don't waste too much time. Um, but yeah, we'll see how long it will go. I aim to do it in under an hour. So yeah, we'll see. I hope I don't talk too much. But okay, then we come to the garage, the overview here. In total, we have now over 1,500 cars, which is a lot. And of course, I would say we start with the commons. So we start at the back of my garage. At the very back. Is that very back? There we go. And yeah, of course, first cars, the Type 2s. I mean, nothing much to say about these prize cards, of course. Very useful for insiders to win ourselves some prize cards. But yeah, I don't think we actually need those anymore. But we're just gonna keep it because it's a prize card. So that's about that. Not some more interesting cars. Then of course a lot of Lancias. You will see a lot of Lancias in my garage, which are duplicates, which I have 5 of. Just don't question it, okay? You're gonna see a lot. They're probably some of my useful cars actually. 5 2CVs to farm the daily event. I think they all have an absolute amazing win ratio of 0% with 4,000 races. You can see I used them a lot, of course, for Smurf, for farming. 4,200 races. Same with this one. And they're also pretty long in my garage, like 1,000 days now for all of them, I think. Yeah. I mean, not great cars, but just useful for a quick hand for the dailies, which is nice. But not really any use other than that. Yeah. What else do we have? More price cars, more common price cars. Still not upgraded or maxed. I could actually max this. No, I don't. Okay. Yeah, the alphas, which we got in the last challenge arc. Or challenge season. What do we want from that? Yeah, the KTM. So this is that. They're actually pretty useful for 10 IQ. They're actually pretty decent. So glad I got these. Yeah, more normal stuff, more line shares, of course. But nothing really interesting to talk about. Of course, the Austin prize cards, I still have them. One of the first common prize cards we could win from challengers, I think. Also over 1,000 days now here, 4% win ratio, amazing. But yeah, nothing too special there. Of course, Firebird, very useful card. I still need to get more of these, but just don't find the time to actually upgrade them because they're pretty useful, you know. 13 IQ with these stats, they're pretty good. I really need to remember that I keep some more of these. Yeah, more prize cards, more common prize cards, which are pretty much useless. Like these are really useless. I don't think I ever needed them. But I just keep for the sake of being a prize card. That's why they're still there, wasting my slots. But whatever. Now we go through some more comments. Nothing really interesting to talk about here, pretty much. Or just some regular stuff, which yeah, it's not too much to talk about. Of course, if you have any questions still about my garage review, still have some things to wonder about, just ask them in the comments. I will, of course, answer them if you still have questions. But yeah, coming to the garage, we have some Vixens. Makes sense. I hope you know why. Yeah, more price cars, more stuff. There's really not much to talk about here, I think, in this direction. Instead of the Beats, of course, still a useful car. Also very long in my garage, 1,200 days, I think. Yeah, 1,200 here, so they're pretty old. Pretty much there since the start of my career, I guess. Yeah, a lot of stuff has changed too. Some Foxes, of course, some Volantias, and of course these mod price cars. I think these were the first price cars I ever got from events or challenges or stuff. I think that was these, yeah. Because one is like, I hope I find the right one. Nope. And it's this one. Nope. It's this one? Shit. Then it's this one, right? Yeah, 1,100 days. Is it the oldest price car? I'm not sure. But it's definitely one of the oldest I have in my garage. Definitely. And yeah, I think that's about it really much for the comments. Yeah, there we go at the end. So, I guess that is it for the comments. And I guess we gonna go into the uncommons. 181 in here. So let's go into these and to the back. There we go. And then we'll start with these ones. First of all, something interesting, these smart. I'm not really sure why I have 4 of these and why they're nearly all maxed, but yeah, I have them already for a long time. I don't know why. But I kind of find it a cool car, you know? It's kind of a nice looking car, actually, in my opinion. And yeah, then I somehow started to collect 4 of these. For whatever reason, I don't actually know. But yeah, there we go. They're still there. Don't feel like I need to sell these or something. Just there for memories. Good old times. And stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much for this. I'm just gonna scroll through a bit. I don't think there's much to talk about with the uncommons. Except more lunches and stuff. But yeah, of course, more price cars as well. Which, what could we win with these actually? I'm not sure. I think we could win another prize car with these. We got these from the events, and then win more with that. I don't actually know. New Beetle, I don't know why. Oh, I know why I have 3 of, because of the Call of the Wild challenge. I had to collect 3 because I had nothing better for the rain. With these lower queue rounds we had. They're actually pretty useful. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep the 3rd one. I might actually sell this one, since I don't think I ever need 3 at the same time. I still need to think about that. But yeah, there we go. More cars. Slingshot, of course. I only have 1 max because it is a really good car for its AQ. Of course, very good handling, but I never really used it that much in the last time. Okay, well, fair enough. I didn't play a lot of clubs in the last time. Actually, not played at all. Of course, it's a little beast for lower Q club events and some stuff. Good space saver. But since I don't play a lot of clubs in the last days, I don't get to use it pretty much. Yeah. But still, a good car. Definitely recommend to have at least 1 or 2 from that. Yeah. soon we should come to a car which I mention in every episode. Or do we already went past it? Do we went past it? No, we don't. Or did I sold it? Wait, where? No, here it is. Yes, the Golf GTI. Remember this? It's been here for how many days now? 800 days. With one total race. Where did I erase this one time? Okay, well, we made exactly one race for 800 days. It's still there with no upgrades and nothing. It's just there, sitting in my garage still. And I mentioned every episode. It's already became a little like joke, little meme already here. I feel like I should leave it like that, because why not? This is a bit funny, and I always come back to this in every video, garage video here. So yeah, it probably will be the same. This slider is so annoying sometimes. So yeah, it probably will stay the same in the next video we do, with no upgrades and no races. Well, we'll stay at that one race. Yeah, we have to see what happens with it. Yeah, not much to talk about here. I think just all in all some decent uncommons and some great space savers and just generally good specialists and stuff. Of course, it's with the F1, still a good car. As well as the sliders. You know, it's such a good feature, but it's so poorly made. Whatever. Yeah, what do I want to say? The Mazda Oinus, also an amazing car. 90 handling, standard tires. They're pretty useful, definitely in rain, twisty stuff. So it's good to have one or two, or maybe even three. Who knows? Yeah, and that's pretty much all of the uncommons we have. So I guess we're done with that and jump directly to the rares. We have 233 of them. So we go into here, to the back again, and start from there. And yeah, nothing really too interesting here, which I could talk about actually. So I guess we're just gonna scroll through a bit. Of course, just generally some cars that are pretty useful or just need them for challenges, like the Swift, for example, or just some other cars I usually keep because they're great. Montarelli, as well as the Manta 400, very good cars, very nice IQ savers. For the IQ, they're pretty neat. Like both of them, 5.687 and 5.989. Yeah, I have two of both, and they're pretty useful. So definitely keep one of those if you get them. And yeah, why do I have two Tabrinas? Are they both locked? Okay, I actually wanted to only have one. I don't know why I have two. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that. And go further into our garage here. With actually nothing really interesting to talk about here. So I'll go a bit faster through. GT Concept, of course. Another amazing car to have. For the 2Cs. So that's also a good car. Yeah. Here's not much really interesting to talk about. I'm just gonna, so you have a look through these. Of course, when it comes to like the Ultras, Epics, and Legendaries, we're gonna have some more things to talk about. And yeah, another good price car actually is the Firebird here. Of course, great acceleration, good dragster. Also one of the first prize cars I think I've got from the events and stuff. And with this you could actually win like a legendary Sherman event if you were good enough. I think I actually won this. Was this the Porsche 911? I think. We'll have a look when we come to Legendaries. Then I mention these again when I not forget it. Defender 110. One of the most broken cars in the game we had. Used to be an uncommon with, what was it, 28, 26 IQ? With the same exact stats, or even better stats. Yeah, broke the game a bit. But yeah, now it's at an IQ that's a bit better now. So yeah, well, there we go. Another broken car. Used to be the Dodge Stealth. Back in the days with the old IQ range and uncommon with 9 IQ. The same exact stat, I think. Yeah, OP as hell as it was back then. I think I had like also 3 or 4, but then I sold some when they went up the rarity. But yeah, events back in the days were full of this thing because everyone just had like 5 or something of them. Yeah. But yeah, another great, amazing car. The Charger, of course, 3.9 for a rare. It's actually amazing. Of course, very good red car. Good to have at least one of, definitely. That's why I have 3. Yeah, that's so far it for here. What else do we have? Really interesting. Probably one of my oldest cars in the game store here, the Focus ST 170. Upgraded wrong with a 699 tune on this one. How long is it now here? 1,300 days. That's about 4 years now. It's more than 4 years. Yeah, around 4 years. So that actually works pretty much. I started playing at the end of November, I think, 2016. So this would fit in there. I think this is one of my old cars with the Lotus Elise, which we come to in a second. Should come up soon when we get there. Let me see. There it is. This one it was, yeah. Also Max Wrong with a 699. But yeah, oh, this one's actually a day older. 1,333 days. So this one's actually my oldest car in the garage, I think. Then, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty useful still. And I think it took a long time until I got a second one. Yeah, this is just 500 days. So like half, no, not even half. Third of the time in my garage then since the first one. But still, even though it was wrongly tuned, it is a very useful car. And now that I have 2 of, it's actually still a great car. Yeah. Ascot Rally, of course, another amazing car. Of course, off-road tires. And yeah, then that's pretty much it for the rares as well. And then we're just gonna go to the super rares, which we have the most of, 376. Of course, not all of them are keepers in there. Some of them are, of course, use material. But we're just gonna have a look through it. And yeah, I will mention some of the more interesting cars which we have in here. For example, Mio Roadster. Well, after the update came with Italian Renaissance, it just was one of the must-have cars. But now it's just not really that useful anymore. I use it rarely now. Like, very rarely. Yeah, but I still think it's a great car with amazing mid-range. So I would still keep 1 or even 2. Yeah. ELR, of course, another amazing car. Used to be mediums, but went down to low. I guess that's still okay with these stats and standard tires. That's some good reasons to keep 1. I still need to upgrade some of the other ones, but I just don't find the time for it. Also, I don't want to spend cash on super rares. Like, I feel like super rares are some of my some of these cars that I really don't want to upgrade. I don't know why. but it's just you have to fuse like 3 rares, which you could get easy money from, like 3k, but you instead fuse it into super rare, and then you have to put upgrades into it, which also costs some money. I feel like, I don't know why, but for me, super rares are the most like I don't remember the word for it. Like some of the trickiest cards to upgrade for me. I don't just like to upgrade super rares for some reason. It's weird. It's just weird. But we're just gonna keep on going. A lot of lunch shares, of course. More useless stuff. I don't know why I have 4 boxes. I think 3 of them have used material. I still have them for some reason. I should get rid of these, really. Just wasting my slots. But yeah. Definitely one of the oldest cars as well. The El Camino used to be rare. One of the best rare cars back in the days. But yeah, now it's a super rare. It's still decent. But same for this one. I rarely used this in the last time. How old is this now? Yeah, 1,300 days exactly now. Yeah. I used it a lot back in the days, but now it's just sitting there, doing nothing, getting dust on pretty much. But still a great car. Yeah. We're gonna move on. And oh yeah, some interesting cars as well is the Rover. Another prize car which you can win from events, I think it was. How could you win these? Wait, let me remember. The first one you could win by owning 5 of these smart prize cards we had before, the common ones. Then you could participate in another event which awarded one of these, and then the other ones are from different events. If you collected 5 of the Rovers, you could participate in another event which gives you an ultra rare. I think it was. Was it a Ram? I think it was a Ram. But yeah, a lot of interesting events and stuff which we had back there. Kind of interesting. But yeah, now I have just 5 of these. Weirdly tuned, some of them. But yeah, they're actually not too bad, you know. 5.2, 91 handling. They're definitely worse cars. So I feel like that's still not a bad car. And yeah, moving on. There's not much to talk about here, pretty much. Of course, the Stratos, one of my most favorite cars. Great that I got it from the challenge called the Wild, I think. The first one we had for 20 days. Very nice. But yeah, all in all, also a great car, 4.989. Great to have. Of course, a stunning looking car as well. I'm glad I could actually win it and get it into my garage. Yeah. We move on. There's not much to talk about here, pretty much. So, just gonna scroll through a bit and see if there's something interesting coming up, which I want to talk about. For example, the Peugeot 607. Probably a lot of you remember what happened to this one, right? Used to be like one of the most OP cars for drags in the Super Rare, beating Legendaries and Epics on drags and test bolts and whatever. And then it got nerfed. For no reason, actually, because the stats were actually that good. So they now gave it stats that actually doesn't belong to this car, instead of making it ultra. But of course, the problem is with making it ultra, people already like hoarded 10 of these and just waited for that moment to happen. Now they just leave it super rare and nerfed it to hell. I don't know what to think about this. I still keep Den 2, which I got. And yeah, we'll see what happens with them in the future. But for now, I just say keep him around. Maybe something will happen. Hopefully something will happen. But yeah, we just have to see about that. And yeah, some more normal stuff here. And I think then we're also coming to an end. The R20, also having 5 of these, they're pretty useful as well, since it's like an old rally car, Dakar car actually, offers highest four-wheel drive and high, which is crucial. It's very useful for like motocross tracks and stuff, so it's actually useful to have 2 or maybe 3. I just keep 5 because maybe there's an event where you need 5 of. Probably never happens, but you know, maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance. Then I will have the best hand. You know? Good, yeah. Then we finally come to probably the most special part of my garage. The Elite Sprints. 11, if I count correctly, yes. The newest edition here, this one, I think. Yeah, for 13 days now. Not a lot, but yeah, all of them are max, except this one, of course, which I will max as well. But yeah, there they are. 11. Yeah. Not really any use for these, because some of these are actually like 996 and 888 and whatever. But yeah, same hopes to this one. Maybe this one goes ultra as well. Who knows? But for now, I just, of course, keep them. And we'll see what happens with them as well. Which is like super, I don't really care too much, since they're a great car for the RQ. So it's good to have at least 2 or 3. Maybe even 11, who knows? Yeah. But then that's pretty much it, I think, for the Subarus. Of course, the Datsun Rally car, great car as well. It shouldn't be low. That's the thing. So this is actually another car which should go up to Ultra. So I don't think it's low for a rally car. I don't think that's low. And with these sets, that's an easy Ultra, of course. So we'll see what that maybe this one will go up to rarity as well. But yeah, then that's pretty much it for the Subarus. And before we come to the Ultras, I make a little cut because I have to drink something. And then I'll be right back in a second. Alright then, we're back. Got some to drink. And now we continue with the last part of my garage. Starting with the Ultras, 291 of them. We go to the back again. And yeah, we start with Jamal. Needed this for a challenge, I think. What was it? Riders to Valkyries or the Riders on the Storm? For one of them, and I had to make it 996. Maybe it's actually more useful that way. I'm not sure, but just keep it like that. Never used it pretty much after the challenge, but yeah, we'll keep it and see what we can do with it. Lee Sport, one of my oldest cars as well on here, 1329 days. And of course a very useful car. For its IQ, it's actually pretty great. That's why I have 2 of actually 1969 and 1699. Yeah, of course one you get from the campaign anyways, so definitely keep this one if you get it. It's a useful car. And yeah, here's nothing too much special. Well, the Countach definitely one of the best drag cars there are. Over 100 range. Actually some decent stats. Good top speed. So like a good test ball car, 1 mile drag, rolling start, something like that. That's a great car as well. Yeah, moving on. What do we have here? Nothing really too much which I want to talk about actually. Yeah. Well, what we can talk about is the KTM7 with standardize. Great car. And yeah, one of them actually funny upgraded with an 879. But this is actually one of the best tunes you could get for this car because it actually wins on some tracks against 3-2 against 969 and 699. So it's actually not just useless, it actually has some uses on some tracks. And is actually the best tune for that. Surprisingly, but yeah. I guess, yeah. I definitely sacrificed 3 super for that, but I can afford that. To have a great car and a great tune, actually. So that's about that for that caterer. And of course, if you get one, definitely keep it. Great car. Yeah. What else do we have? Something interesting in here? Not really, actually. Just in general, a lot of ultras, which are great to have. And of course, some other ones which I just keep for them being there and being. They're pretty much useless, but I just like upgrading these. Upgrading these ultras. Because maybe they get some use, like some of this one. Never used it in like how many days? I don't know. 114 races with 1,200 days. Like, yeah. You see what I mean? Keeping really unnecessary cars. I think there's another one here somewhere. This one, I think. This one actually had some use since it's medium. But still 37 races. So, yeah. You will see a lot of them in here, which are just totally useless, but I just keep them because either I like the car or just says, why not? Yeah. And of course, you'll see a lot more launch shares again, which are of course part of my garage. We're gonna have a look at my launcher garage at the end of the video as well. So you have a look at that. So yeah, 340R, another car which is very good for its IQ, of course, for slaloms and G-force and whatever, for twisty stuff. Definitely a car to have, a must-have car in your garage. Yeah. And if you don't have it, I'm really sorry for you. Because this one really has to infuriate you in every event. That, yeah, you will meet them. But if you have it, you're lucky enough. But okay, going through, looking at some more cars, some more ultras, some more launchers. But there's not much here I want to talk about, so we're just gonna scroll through a bit and see if there's anything actually which I want to talk about. But there's nothing. Just, yeah, a lot of good ultras, a lot of good stuff which I keep around. For example, Escort Rally. Of course, in general, all the rally cars are good cars. Good to have them. We come, of course, in a second to some more rally cars which I want to talk about. But of course, first we have the Golf GTI TCR. This is the only one I've gotten. I think this is like, I've got this in the first pack from the German Renaissance nearly 800 days ago, and since then, not a single one anymore. And I really need another one because I messed this up with his 969. Yeah, never brightest moment. So I really hope I get another one soon because I just want one. It's so good. Yeah, we're just gonna hope, and we're gonna see if we get another one. Yeah, another great rally car. The sliders really. Yeah. Anyways, another great rally car, the 924. Yeah, good to have one, definitely. Same goes for the Lancer EO4. Not a rally car, but just in general, an amazing car with amazing stats. And medium, so great as well for city streets and stuff. So another great car to keep as well. And yeah, what else we have? Also same with this one, the Abarth 030. Got it for 650 days, and still since then not another one. And I really need I need another one as well, since I made this also 969. Yeah, I wasn't the brightest back in the days. But yeah, what can you do? We're just gonna live with it. A lot of lunch release. Because maybe I have to hope that this one goes up to epic. Probably not, probably it get nerfed like the Peugeot. We'll just keep them. You know, there's still hope, maybe. And also, since the Stratos is at Epic with way worse stats, there could be a chance. But we'll see what happens. Like I say with every other car. We're just gonna see. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Ultras as well. Of course, Colorado, good car as well. With auto tires and four-wheel drive. Yeah. Used to be even better back then, I think, with like 84 handling. So they nerfed and still stayed 64 IQ. Just, yeah, it's definitely a good car to have. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Ultras. I guess then we come to the Epics, 139 of, which is actually a lot. So we're gonna go to the end as well and go through the Epics now. I think there's a lot to talk here. First of all, we have the Stratos, which I talked about just a second ago. Yeah, look at these max stats. Of course, it has better mid-range, better top speed, but would that really make it epic with a way worse 060 and 2 less handling? I don't think so. I still max one because this is Stratos. I had to. Like, I wouldn't be happy if I didn't had a max Stratos in my garage. Of course, I have 3, and I really hope they do something with that. Like, either make the other ones worse or go with them or make them go up to epic as well, or just buff it or put it down to ultra. Whatever, just do something with it. Where it is right now, it's not a great AQ. Yeah. But okay, coming more to my garage. Yeah, actually not many interesting cars which I want to talk about. Yeah. I'm just gonna scroll through because I don't think there's much which I'm gonna talk about in here. Just some good max epics and stuff which I got. So yeah. Old campaign Camaro. One of the oldest cars as well. 1,300 days. Yeah. Still a decent car. It used to be medium, of course. In the older versions. Was a great car. Still is though. With these stats. I think it's still a decent car. Yeah. But there's nothing else to talk about, I think, for the epics. I could talk about everyone which I maxed originally, but then the video would get too long. So we're just gonna like scroll through it. And yeah. See what else we have done. Yeah, but then we're also coming to the end of the epics already. Well, we can talk about Yellowbird, of course, which we can win from the campaign. Of course, great drag car, great top speed, great 060. Question is it really worth it to make it 996, or is it better to 699? There are split opinions about this. I just went for 996 because it's just best drag epic you can get. And I feel like having 93 handling, if you max it 699, is not really worth it. Since there are a lot of cars which are, of course, better handling. Probably not as good on the straights or stuff, but I think you probably only use it for drags and fast circuits and stuff as well, anyways, not just put it on a GeForce or something. So I think 996 is actually a better way for this one. But I also seen a lot of 699s on this one. Yeah, whatever. If you think that's better, then just do your thing. Yeah, but then that's pretty much it for the epics. Of course, another car I could talk about a bit is Super Light. One of the most OP and broken cars in the game we currently have. Or used to have. It went up the RQ with 82 now. Was it the right decision? I feel like yes. Because if they made it legendary, they make it way more broken. since a lot of people would have maxed Legendary, which is absolutely amazing, and the other people who didn't have it would just suffer in every event they have to come against this one. So I feel like it's, I think, the best possible way to fix this problem with making it just an epic with higher IQ. Yeah. But of course, just an OP card for Slalom and just general Trissy stuffs. But yeah, I think where it is right now, it's at least better than it used to be. So I will take that like it is right now. Yeah. Then that's also pretty much it for the epics. And then we come to the final part of the garage. We come to the legendaries. 53, which is quite a lot since the last time, actually. How many do we had last time? Something around 40 or something? Could it be? Well, I don't know. Maybe even more, I'm not sure. But yeah, we start at the back as well, of course. Nothing much to talk about here. The newest addition, of course, to my legendary card is the Diablo, which we just won from the Rainbow Road event 2 days ago. You saw that, of course, in the last pack openings video. Yeah, what we have first max legendary we have is the 911 Turbo. Used to be epic. Yeah, I actually rushed that upgrade in there because it was still stock, and then it got announced that this one went up to legendary. So yeah, I just put all of my fuse material into this one, and yeah, max this one up before it went to legendary. Was it worth it? At first I thought no, because there were literally no use for it, and it's actually not too great. But now after a while I feel like yes, because it won me one prize car, which is actually the Yesco. So I feel like it's actually great to have it maxed and to have it maxed before it went to legendary, and I feel like it was worth it now. It won me a great prize car, so I'm very happy with that, of course. Yeah, up next, another epic that went to legendary is the W12 Synchrone. It used to be an epic 29 IQ, not 29, 26 IQ back with the old IQ system. Was a very good car with very bad mid range. I think it was 2.9060, but like 30 mid range, I feel like something like that. But yeah, now they buffed it. It now is like around 80 mid range. Series 6 you had to suffer a bit, but I take it. It's a great legendary actually with 4-wheel drive. And just all in all great stats. So it's a great all-rounder. So I'm happy I actually got this one and maxed it before it went to a legendary as well. This was also a very good car, and it was worth it. Yeah, this one was the Porsche I was talking about, back with the rare Firebirds. This is what we could win when we collected 5 of the Firebirds. Yeah, it's been here, has one upgrade actually, one fuse. And I still use it sometimes. It's not actually too bad. Yeah, coming to the first legendary max, the normal way is the no, not the first one. Was it the first one? No, it was not the first one. I think it was the third one. But one of these, which are maxed the normal way, and one of our favorite cars in the game, 311 430. Yeah, ordered for 570 days, 5,500 races, and actually a great win ratio of 99%. So really, it's just such a useful car and such a great car. Yeah, I'm definitely happy I got this one. Definitely. I really can't complain about this one. Yeah, of course, the 12C. First legendary you could get from the campaign. Or the only legendary you can get from the campaign. Literally 1,300 days. 8,000 races already. Yeah. All in all, great around, a good mid-range, good handling as well, actually. So yeah, it's definitely good to have it maxed. It's definitely worth it to max that one out as well. Yeah, 3 F-types. I don't know how this happened, but just somehow happened. They got 3 of the same legendary, which is kind of impressive. At least it happened with a decent one. It could have happened as well with the AMG GTS, for example. I already have 2 of these. If I get a third one, I maybe actually sell it. I'm not sure if it would be worth it. But just such a bad legendary, so I think it would be. But with this one, I definitely keep these 3. They also won a prize card, which was the 959 Dakar. So it was definitely worth it to have 3 of these. Definitely. Yeah, this my first legendary prize card I won actually from an event. With a late join. Somehow I made this work. Yeah. Since then, it's not really much used. 2000 races, 800 days. Well, still has some uses, but not really that much. What else? My first max legendary actually was this one, the GTSR. Also got this one from an event, 3 series of course. And yeah, since then, also pretty useful. 4000 races, 99% win ratio as well. So yeah, I definitely can't complain about this one. And a great car as well. And yeah, and then one of my most special legendaries, of course. My first legendary Lancia, the LC2. Yeah, couldn't be more happy that I actually won this one. And now for 72 days. Already have using it. Definitely looking forward to max this one out. So we'll see when this happens. Of course, I still need some fuse material. It takes a long time. But of course, we'll see what the update will hold for us as well. Maybe there's some good legendary I get from this one. Probably not, but you know, you can hope. But yeah, looking forward to that. And then of course the first 4 pretty much all special by themselves. Jesko, just amazing car. Amazing drag car. 330 top speed. Yeah, that's something. Very happy to have this one maxed, definitely. Not maxed, but got this one. Still a win ratio of 100%. Only 300 races though, but it's still a useful car for the tracks. It's unbeaten there, so yeah, that's pretty great. Senna, of course, one of the best cars I think I have in the garage currently, from the stats wise. 2.3, 108 handling. Yeah, max of course 699. Definitely happy as well to have this one maxed. Just a great car. And good to have that one. Yeah, and then we pretty much at the end. What I can talk about is what I can talk about is the Aventador as well. It was my it wasn't my first 30 IQ legendary I got, but it's definitely one of the best ones I got from a ceramic pack. I still remember this one. Yeah, as well a useful car. Helped me to win some prize cars and owned for 666 days. Well, that's not a sign. But yeah, what can I say? Really happy about this one as well. Just a lot of good stuff happening there. But yeah, then is it with the garage tour. We went through all of my rarities in here. Yeah. Oh yeah, what I can show you is the Lancia. My Lancia garage. 110 Lancias right now. Yeah, 1 legendary, 3 epics, and then a lot of ultras. A lot of super rares. And just a lot of other stuff in general there. Yeah. And then that's the end. Alright. Then we're at the end. We went through all our cars in the garage. And yeah, with that, we're at the end of this video, and we actually stay under an hour, so goal achieved. But yeah, then we're at the end, and I do hope you have enjoyed this one, and it wasn't too boring, even though it was a long video again. So I hope you stayed until the end in here, which would be amazing, of course, if you watch the thing all in one go. But yeah, I really appreciated that you watched it. And yeah, what can I say? That's pretty much it then for this video. And we'll see, of course, when the update drops. There's gonna be, of course, a big pack opening coming as well. So definitely stay tuned for this one. Hopefully it will come soon, but we'll see about that. But yeah, then that's it for the garage tour. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. I will see you in the next video. Stay safe and have a nice day.